Rubber Ducky here. Welcome to episode 11 of the German campaign in Close Combat 3. Thank you to all the new and returning viewers. If you haven't done so already, click the subscribe button, like the video, and turn on notifications. This video will be a little different from the previous, so let me know if you like it or if it should change back. The Bolsheviks continue to pound forward. Once again, your objective is to slow the enemy advance. Once again, your command is attached to 19th Panzer Division. You face a critical choice. You can either occupy the field fortifications and weather an enemy barrage, or you can deploy farther west and force the enemy's armor to negotiate the minefields. Consider moving armor onto the hill on the north flank. From this position, you might be able to hit the enemy with flanking fire, but be careful. Don't let your tanks bog down in the snow. Send a winter-ready unit if you can. The area west of the trenches offers no defensible positions. You might have to improvise. Rely on ambushes if you must, but slow the enemy advance. Again, take out as many tanks as you can before you extract your forces. Alright, so I would like to set up far to the west, somewhere in this tree line. And then wait for them to come to us. Hopefully they'll come down one of the roads and we'll be able to shoot at them from the safety of the forest. I'm thinking about even setting up somebody here to shoot down and somebody here to shoot over. Try and get some angled fire on them. But we'll see what kind of units we've got right now and see if that's a viable option. So we do have 118 points. And Graf had some problems. He was destroyed by a lucky shot from the KV-2. So we're going to refit the Stug. But it's going to become Quellis again. He has had some very bad luck with every unit, so we're going to give him another shot. We actually can't really afford anything with 61 points. We don't want a light tank, and we don't want an armored car. It is 70 points for the 88, so I don't think we can afford it. So I'm thinking we take the AT gun, and between the AT gun and Quellis, we've got something going. Costa is making a return. I know you want to be a tank. We don't have one, so you're going to be an AT gun. We're going to refit our infantry here in Waldo, Marigotis, and then also in Mulligan. Mulligan needs another guy. And then we've got 9 points left. So let's take a half infantry team. And the reserve team is going to become Moriarty. So this is our fighting force. We've pretty much used everything that we can use. But I think I've got an idea. Between having the assault gun and the AT gun, we probably can get a tank or two killed. And yeah, it really is 71 points for the 88. So we're nowhere near that. Alright, so let's get everybody moved to the back. And we can figure out from there how it's going to play out. But we've got recon. I do kind of still want to keep one recon squad way up at the top. So we'll figure that out in a minute. We've got recon at the bottom. We're going to need Brunner down here somewhere. And we'll bring our reserve, our Moriarty, down here into Brunner's circle as well. But I think this cannon, we want it as high as we can get it, but still be in Brunner's circle of influence. There are a couple spots that it works. And thank you so much for the tip that I can do this from the zoomed out view. I didn't realize I could see their line of fire from here and determine if they've got line of sight or not. So this helps. That's actually got really good line of sight to the north road. And they have been kind of concentrated there in previous battles. So I'm okay with that. Down here, there's like a spot here. That's not too bad. That's not our biggest priority. It's mostly up top. Mulligan, I would like also in the circle. And then Quellis, I'm thinking I don't want to leave you out on your own. I was going to put you at the top and have, like right up here, I was going to have you shoot down, but I don't know if I like that now. We'll put Waldo at the front. I'm actually going to swap. We're going to bring Moriarty down here to where Marigotis is, and you'll go up top. This gets us a little bit of extra defense before they get to the AT gun. And then this position up here, purely for scouting, just to spot if they come across the north. So if we put Quellis right here and we have him shoot down, I just don't know, like the trees aren't very thick. So my only concern is if he's all by himself there, he's got good line of sight, but can he hide long enough to get his shot off and have Costa engage as well? Because if they see him as they come through, like see that shot there to the right was very green, which is good for us. But if we can see it, they can see us. So we bring Brunner up here. Hang on. Move him right there. What if we bring Quelas down here? And even though they're kind of similar shots, like whoever has frontal armor, the other one will also have frontal armor. But if we can get 2 shots off, that might be enough to help us. Yeah, the trees aren't super thick, so we could bring Moriarty up. I don't know that we need him that far down, but at the same time, maybe we just leave him there, kind of hang out. We can move him up to Brunner or Brunner down. If we put him here, we could have him shoot basically into the open field, but then Waldo is all on his own to hold kind of the bottom and be the first tripwire as they come across the open field. Ooh, artillery. Artillery everywhere. Tank. No way. They saw him from there? Oh my gosh, Quellis, you keep dying, man. I swear it's not me. I'm not doing it to you, bro. I don't know. Do we keep the guys on the battlefield? Do we just retreat them? I don't know. Let's just retreat them. Let's save the crew. I'm going to get you some glory. Not this battle, but you're going to get some glory. So, we've got the ceasefire out. They already knew the tank was there, so that plan didn't work. That was so disappointing. We can't see anything until they get to this crater. Somewhere in there, they've got like a 10-meter long stretch from that crater that they can see him on the road. All right, so I'm trying this different. I'm going to try and play it defensively. I'm going to try and be patient, but it's causing me to have all these second thoughts on how to set up for defense. I'm now feeling like if I would move the Stug up top above the road, that would have been a better option. But for all I know, too, I guess as soon as they come across the road, they might actually just shoot him anyway. But that was unlucky. I mean, that's like 250 meters, maybe 300 meters from where the tank was into the trees, spot the tank, and get one shot off that hit him perfect. I seriously can't believe it's been 20 minutes of this. Like, they won't cross, and we can't kill them. So I think it's time that we drop a few mortar rounds, see if we can, kind of get them to engage us or react. Like, ideally, I'd like them to kind of come across the trench. I don't really want to fight them, but if they're not going to take the ceasefire, I'd like them to leave their trenches, leave their cover, and at least try to maybe upset them or do some damage. We do have 36, now 32, but we had 36 rounds in the mortar, so like I don't want to take 36 rounds into the ceasefire if we don't have to. They don't seem to be responding with counter battery fire, so I don't know if they don't have a mortar here. Remember, in the previous battle, we did drop their 120 millimeter mortar, so maybe that helped it. Maybe they don't have enough for another one. They're 4 tanks, though. I don't think we can handle 4 tanks, even if everything was perfect. KV-1, KV-2, they got a T-34, and they have a BT-7 floating around somewhere as well. He was in the middle. I don't know. Like, I actually thought maybe if I drop mortars on these guys that they would shoot at us or something, and that might cause them to try and engage, but, like, they don't care. They're getting closer. That's very close. That's in the trench. We're down to 21 rounds. All right, the tank is rolling in this forest still. He hasn't left this little wooded area. If he pops up again, maybe if we shoot some rounds at the tank, we can get him to try and like scurry out of there or something like that. And then, if he comes across the trench, 100% we'll shoot at him with the AT gun. If we see him again. I'm really surprised that with 20 minutes of no fighting, I mean, they destroyed the tank instantly, but then nothing else has happened. And they don't care. Like, they're on the offensive, and they don't care that they haven't really done anything. As soon as they captured those flags, they just crawled back across and called it good. But I don't think I have the courage to go up there and try and take one of them just to see if we can scare them out. So hopefully, if the BT-7 shows up, we can force its hand to maybe drive over and engage us. Do you think that guy there, that's like his 50th lap running the length of the trench? Probably should have put a little lap counter up every time he ran up and down that. I mean, he's back here. He doesn't care either. He's just doing his little like square patrol he's been doing the whole match. We do know they're there. Let's drop some orders here real quick. Just see if they'll come over. Like maybe they'll crest the ridge and get mad, but we can't just let them sit there. Saving ammo. No. No saving ammo. All right, try up here. Oh, there we go. Mortar's out. He's teleporting. No way. What? We got the BT-7 with the mortar in the blind. How? And that was what we needed. So we lost Quellis, we lost our Stug, but we do have an infantry wounded, and that's it. We got a kill. It was an armor kill. We actually got the leader from the tank too, and that's a good trade. We'll trade our tank that was kind of a lucky shot on their part for a mortar kill at random on theirs. So that's freaking nuts. So this battle was a draw. That's our best performance so far this operation. I will take a draw. We have a minor victory actually in the operational standings, which seems unlikely the way things have gone. So we've got that going. We've lost 13 men. We have 13 wounded. They've lost 20. They have 21 wounded. We've lost 3 tanks, and they've lost 3 tanks and 1 gun. They have 3 damaged. We have 1 damaged. That's not too bad. All right. Brunner's maxed out with experience. His morale's good. Waldo's getting some extra experience. Marigotas, he's got increasing experience. Moriarty, actually, they're not doing too bad for reserve troops. Their experience is going up. Poor Quellis, man. Oh my gosh. You lost 1 guy. He was your loader. But overall, that wasn't my fault. I promise. I didn't do that to you. Still no 88. Costa, you didn't do anything with that AT gun, man, but you held it down. Increasing experience, that's what we want to see when we have to actually fight. And then Mulligan getting the random tank kill. So he's got 1 tank kill with the mortar, and it was not even intentional. I love that. That's actually our only kill, so there's really nothing else to see. We can look at the medals. Mulligan got a War Merit badge. Okay, awesome. I don't think we probably got anything else. We might have some wound badges, I guess, right there for the tank. But yeah, that's it. So that was kind of a crazy one. I can't believe we sat for like a half an hour with nothing happening. We're going to have to do another one because nothing in that battle happened, and I'm not putting up 30 minutes of just sitting there. So we start day 4 with only 50 points this time. That's not going to be enough to get the 88 back up and running. We still have Costa in the 5 centimeter who survived, but we're going to have to spend our points on the tank, I think. And I don't know. We could take a second AT gun, but we have the tank. I don't know that we get rid of it. Let's see. Support. Nothing new. And 5 centimeters, 41 points. That'd leave us 9. We could take another mortar, but I think that was a lucky hit. I don't know that we can count on a mortar to take out a tank. I don't think the AT half-track for 37 is worth it either. So what if, and I have a thought here, what if we rest Quellis, and you guys might go crazy and you might not like this, but what if we rest him, we bank the 50 points, and then at day 5, after we get our next round of requisition points, then we refit. Because it's either scrap him or spend our points on him. But if we spend our points on him, the 88 is always going to be out of reach. We're always going to keep playing catch up there. So I think that's the plan. If we set up in the same positions again, I kind of like that. Like, they might actually be on our side this time because they captured both of those flags. But they'd have to set up in the minefield. So that might still be okay if we just sit back. Maybe we'll take some pot shots at him with the mortar. Who knows? But if we get lucky, maybe we can get some hits. I want to take the AT gun. I do. I want to take a second one. But if they do decide to actually advance, are two AT guns going to matter? Are they going to help? Is that going to be enough? What do we do? Where are you guys? I need an answer before I do it, not after. We're gonna just cancel it. We're gonna rest him, and we're gonna go for it. I think. Oh, the choices, the choices. I mean, we'd only get 9 if we sold that. We can't actually afford a command tank. AT carrier for 44. What do you think he has? A 3.7 centimeter and a coax. Okay, so he's got an MG34 coax. Why is there a half track carrying around an AT rifle? Like, who's using that? I don't even know if we spend the 6 points on a command team. I think we just keep it the way it is, and then that's it. These guys nobody really has AT grenades or anything, because all I've got are really scout units. There's no Schutzen or anything. So cross your fingers. That seemed like a very long requisition for deciding not to requisition. Everybody back over here. I do like him kind of behind. Whoa. I do like him behind these buildings just so they don't have direct fire into his position. He's got cover to the right, but until they come down the road, either top or bottom, they can't get to us. He's not in exactly the same spot though. I don't think. Actually, this might be a better spot. All right. I'm okay with that. Let's see. Let's angle him up there. Let's recheck the firing lines, make sure that he didn't shift behind the trees. Yeah. Let's see. Brunner was somewhere back here. All right. Bring him down at least inside there. We're going to have as effective of mortar fire as we can get. Marigotas was... I don't know. Waldo, I guess, was in here, but we'll put him here. Maybe. No, he doesn't like that. Moriarty, even though the tank got hit here, I still think we'll keep him here. Whoa. There we go. Get him ambush up there to the northeast. Waldo, I don't know. We could still leave him up here just in case. If the opportunity presented itself, I'd be okay crawling down and trying to retake one of the flags, but that is not my priority. But I don't want them to start spawning on this side if I can help it. All right, let's look at everybody, make sure everything looks good. I don't know. We can't really get him in the corner and have everybody in good cover. So they can shoot out of there. That works. Up, right. Yeah, I think everybody looks okay. So here goes nothing. Hope for the best. Don't lose your minds. Ho! They are up here now. That's the dead one. We can hit that spot. All right, no sign of movement, so we're just going to sit tight and see if anything changes. Hopefully we don't have to wait another half an hour like the last one. They're almost there. Any minute. I mean, it only took 10 or 12 minutes maybe, I guess, for him to crawl up there. But if we could get actual line of sight on this tank, maybe they could drop some more rounds on it. I didn't realize that the mortars would actually destroy a BT-7. So now that I know that, I kind of want to try it again. Oh, T-34. Nope, still hidden. That's the drawback of that building to my right flank. But would he just be dropping me right now if he could see me? So kind of something that we live with. Infantry still hasn't moved from the breach. Tank still hasn't moved from the forest. So we are behind that tree, and that's blocking our actual line of sight view, or at least part of it. But if we get too far out there, we may not be able to see anyway because of the bunker, and they might be able to see us. 240. Let's let him get on the other side, I guess, and then. Yes, I know you're tired. Maybe we need to let them rest. I don't know if their fatigue has anything to do with their mortar accuracy. Maybe we give them a couple minutes to rest and then see if that helps before we unleash. We got, what, 15 rounds? I think we just drop all 15 rounds on him and hope for the best. I don't know. The impatience is killing me. That was close. Okay. That wasn't close. I kind of wanted to try this while he's up north. I guess we could have waited until he went back south and came back north, but this seemed like a good opportunity. That should be a hit, guys. No. 4 rounds. 3. Come on. Last one. Oh, he went south. We lost it. I don't know if he'll come across. We could get him. We need him to go, I don't know, that far. He needs to get to like 10 meters further. The way he was scooting, I really thought he was going to do it. All right, well, we'll just sit here. If the infantry comes up here, we'll do the same thing I was trying with the mortars. We'll try and just hit the infantry, maybe get some kills. Maybe it'll piss off the tank. Or it'll just be like, hey, you know what? We've had enough. But I kind of like the idea. The tank finally moved over to the trench. I kind of like the idea of trying to get him to come across. No. Don't go back that way. Well, he got closer this time than he ever has, so maybe he'll actually come around. Okay, I'm not going to argue with that. We got a minor victory again. Nobody died, but also nobody wounded for them. It's a bittersweet feeling. Like, we survived another day, but they captured more terrain, and nothing happened. It's a victory, and it's not a victory. So, we have a minor victory overall in the operation, a minor victory in the battle. It's just so disappointing that we wasted all that time and they still didn't fight. I mean, we don't have anything to fight with, so I don't know what I'm complaining about. I hate sitting here doing nothing. Mulligan, getting a little bit more experience. I'm hoping that keeps going up and we can get some accurate mortar fire. We just got to focus on keeping these guys alive to benefit from this. Look at, even Moriarty is getting much better. So, I guess nothing happened. We do it again, right? Like, there's nothing in the medals. Nobody actually did anything. We're going to have to fight another battle. After sitting around for another day, looks like we now have 136 points. So that's enough for the 88. And I saw comments telling me to refit the 88 and put it in the North Forest. Now, my only worry is that they did spawn there last time on the hill to the east. Now, that's what we want, but think how bad it's going to be if I spend half our points on it and lose it again. And it's immediate, just like when we lost Quellas. But I do like the idea of giving it a try, just because if it gets a hit, it might actually hit. But we're going to go take a look at our units and figure out what to do from here. It looks like some of our units need some rest. So we're going to rest Waldo. We're going to rest Mulligan, which is kind of sketchy, but we're going to rest Mulligan. We are going to bring the 88 back. But since Hugh Jorgen died, we are going to refit, and we're going to be renaming it to Jorge Castillo. It was asked about it. I think that actually got cut because he died immediately, and it was in the video that didn't get recorded. So Jorge didn't make it. Jorge's back, and we take Quellas. We're going to have 2 guns and the tank, and we have to let Waldo rest and Mulligan rest, but that's kind of okay. It's 47 of our 65 points. I think we take the tank, and that gives us kind of a mobile platform to roll into position if something happens to one of our AT guns. So we could sell it for 8, Gets a 73. That's still not really enough to buy something. What else is there? We still don't have rockets, mortars, AT carrier, scout, MG, just another cannon. We could take a cannon, loses 19, take a mortar, replace Mulligan while he's out. But I don't know. I kind of like the idea of just having two guns in the tank. I just want to be cautious. I'm sorry. I don't want to waste time, but I also want to be very specific about what we take and where I spend the money so that it's not a regret later. I think for 47 points, having the tank is our best bet, but we're going to totally hide it this time. Not even in the front. He's going to be hidden. We have 18 points. I don't like the MG half track idea. I think that's a bad one. 5 centimeter Schweers. What else? We could take any infantry squad. We could take a rifle, like a firebomb rifle squad. But we do need them to be right on us to use those. What does that look like? So 3 Molotovs, 6 hand grenades, 1 smoke grenade. What's this one? Rifle grenade, 2 rifle grenades. I don't know if they can use the rifle grenades against the tanks, and if they do, I don't know how effective they are. But so we might have up to like 5 grenades for them. I don't think the hand grenades will do anything to the tanks. What if we just bank the 14 points? Oh, hold on. Our Stug we didn't rename, so it's going to still be Quellis because I'm not going to leave you like that. I'm not going to just let you die and leave you like that. But yeah, so what if we bank the 18 points and we just go on and see what happens? So with our new plan for this map, or at least this battle, still the same map, we are no longer going to take the back. Quellis is. He's going to stay back there. But everybody's going to take the North Forest because we're going to trust, fingers crossed, we're going to trust that the tanks are going to do the same thing and they're going to stay right of the trench to avoid the minefield. We need to put the 88 somewhere he can see this hill. Supposedly there's a spot he can see it. I don't want him too close to the front that he's the instant target. Ooh, there was a spot. Right. That's in the forest. Based on where the T-34 was, he was like right there. No, I guess he was lower because we couldn't see because of the bunker. But we can see the road. We can see part of the forest to the north. So what about Costa? What if we bring him in? What can he see? Not the road. Not the hill. That's not a good spot. What about even further north? No. Yes. Yes. Lots of yes. Okay. So he can see the road there if they come across. They're kind of close together. I mean, that's like close enough that like a mortar barrage on one may miss and hit the other. How high can we get him though? Like he can still see the road through here. What about not the forest? The trench is in the way. Oh, wait. Okay, so if they're up on the hill where it's high, he can shoot over the trench and over the trees. If he's lower, like lower down the hill, it's kind of just any man's guess. Brunner, we're going to have you cover all of the big boys, like maybe right there. Let's make sure that Costa's inside his area of effect. Yep. Yeah, if he can help support them so they've got increased fire rate, maybe increased accuracy, we'll like it. Quellis, you're just hiding back here. We'll move you up if we need to, but ideally, as much as you don't want to hear it, in a perfect world, you won't get used. But also, you won't die. So, Marigotas, we got our recon squad. He's going to kind of watch in case they are crawling out of the houses. He's going to try and keep them away from getting to the guns. We do need to get the Moriarty, the recon squad. We need to get them somewhere useful. What if we hotkey the guns real quick? What if we even leave Moriarty there? And that way he maybe can cover and the recon can crawl down and take one of the buildings. So that might be the way to go. What if we turn him the right way? So that way he's not just like looking in the back. And I don't know if there's anything else we need to worry about. sorry. I'm trying to figure out and make sure I've got all these guys ready to go. I want them ready to go.
Seine Panzerung ist
Shoot.
zu stark.
Costa can't hurt him. Hit. Destroyed. KV-1 down. 88 nailed it. All right, you're lucky. The bunker's covering that BT-7. Oh, you're so lucky. We're still on Jorge. I want Costa. I must have hotkeyed it wrong. Costa. Re-hotkey. Jorge was fine. Okay, so neither of them can actually get him. All right, well, same thing. We're going to sit here. We're going to wait for a minute. I forgot to activate the truce, so we got that going. But we are going to sit here and wait for a minute. They don't even want to try to challenge these. Now, the reality is we've got Costa saying he can't engage that T-34 that we just destroyed. So when he was the only one on the map last match, that was kind of risky because I don't know that he could have killed the T-34 even with the perfect ambush. The 88, though. Ooh, the 88. It is burning. It is actually destroyed. It's not just immobilized. We actually killed it. Yeah, I guess maybe we just sit here. Oh, there we go. Miss. Come on. Oh, hold on. We'll put Jorge up here on the T-34. BT-7 is destroyed. Costa can't actually engage the T-34. Oh, and it wasn't a T-34. I misspoke earlier. It was a KV-1, but we got a hit. But my point was still valid. I don't know that Costa could have handled that fight on his own. Another hit. T-34 is immobilized. Another hit. I'm kind of surprised he's got that much frontal armor. Oh, okay. So we've got another minor victory. No casualties on our side, but 3 killed infantry, 2 tanks destroyed, and 2 tanks damaged. And more importantly, another day of delay successfully in the books. So from an operational standpoint, we still have a minor victory. We've got 13 killed on our side, 23 killed on their side. 3 tanks destroyed on our side and 1 damaged. 5 tanks destroyed, 1 gun destroyed, 5 damaged on their side. So when you start looking at it from that perspective, we're kind of taking the lead. It is a minor victory. We're looking pretty solid. We come in here and Recon is doing well. They've got some experience growing. Moriarty, even our reserves, I mean, they're still lagging behind, but they're not a complete liability at this moment. They're not ready to run entirely. They have a quarter morale. Quellis, you didn't do anything, but that was the plan. Jorge Castillo, you've got some experience coming in. That's awesome. Morale's going up. You guys got some tank kills. Costa did some damage. He did not get any credit for any kills. So just Jorge Castillo, he got 2 kills, and they were both credited to him. Nobody else did anything. Medals, nobody did anything. Okay. That was still very good. I like the outcome. We killed them, and they didn't fight back. I am kind of fired up right now. I've had a great time with these 3 missions, but I don't know how it's going to turn out as content. So let me know if the cuts aren't good, if the tempo's off, or if there's anything else you can think of. I do like the idea of putting out several slow battles all at once like this and highlighting the key points. But if you'd rather me do it some other way, by all means, share your thoughts. There wouldn't have been very good content made for like a single long form video. Like imagine today's release and you're watching me scroll around the map for 25 minutes ranting about whether or not there's a point to Wagyu hot dogs. And then you find out that tomorrow's video is more of the same. So there's honestly nothing missing from the cuts except what I talked about and what I looked at on this map. But let me know if you'd want more of the stuff that happens in the middle with these kind of fights. But for right now, as Porky would say, that's all, folks. So I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.